What's up, everybody? Welcome to the White Hat Podcast. Your host, Jason Hatcher. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I got a real much needed topic to talk about. This topic is relationships, marriages, any type of relationship you're in, whether you're married or not. This is a topic that needs to be discussed, need to be talked about, need to be learned. I mean, we can't talk about this one enough, man. Because here lately, I've seen tons of marriages close to me fail, relationships, rocky. Just, a lot of people can't seem to figure it out. I think we all go through the same turmoil when you look at it. Every relationship look the same. And that's mind-boggling to me to say, I'm going to be like everybody else. I think that's what we came to the conclusion of. Like, I'm just going to be like everybody else. I'm just going to go through it. I'm going to talk to everybody. We're going to look the same. We're going to treat each other the same. Our relationship just going to look exactly the same. Why is that? Everybody going through the same crap. And for as me, like, I don't like to be part of a crowd. I don't like to be like everybody else. I don't want to be in a stat that everybody else just okay or just don't understand why they in that stat and why they struggling in their marriage, why they struggling in their relationships and stuff like that. And I don't want to be that person. So I'm constantly trying to gain understanding of things to allow me to dodge or not go down the same road as any other marriage. But a lot of times we don't have no other choice because of the unknown things, the things that we've been taught. I see relationships, marriages suffer from baggage. We all bring baggage into a marriage, whether it's your first marriage or your second marriage. We all bring baggage into that particular relationship. Two individuals bring in baggage. And as time go on, things keep adding on and the baggage get bigger and bigger. And after a while, the baggage get heavy. And you tend to think it's someone else's fault. You tend to think it's your partner's fault. Why this baggage is so heavy. Why you can't be respected. Why you can't be loved correctly. Why you can't be honored. Why all these things is not happening. It's because baggage. And we both have baggage, both parts. The male and the female, we both have baggage. And we both bring baggage no matter what you say. But the most important baggage that you bring into a marriage or relationship is things in your childhood. And that's the first piece of baggage that goes in your U-Haul. That's the first piece of baggage that goes in your U-Haul. And you learn, you was taught things from your parents on how to be a wife, how to be a girlfriend, how to carry yourself, how to be a husband, how to be a father, how to carry yourself, how to treat your wife, how to treat your husband. You was taught all that through the reflection of your parents. And if your parents wasn't there, you was taught by your grandparents or whoever that example was around you. You was taught by them. And that's the first piece of baggage that we ever was gave or we had no choice. We was brought into that. It's not our fault. And oftentimes we bring in that baggage into our first relationship, and the male bring in the baggage and the female bring in the baggage, and we both try to inflict our baggage on each other. The way we treat each other is a reflection of our baggage. The way we accept love is a part of our baggage. The way we love, the way we process things, just overall who we are as a man and a woman in the relationship, how we respond to things, and our overall makeup, in a sense, is a reflection of our childhood. And I see marriages and relationships suffer because we don't take the time to go back and find and I'm gonna say go against your parents. It's not a disrespectful thing, but a lot of times our parents did their best with what they was given from their parents. But as adults, I think it's our responsibility to go back and heal those things, unlearn things that was taught to us, so we won't pass that down to our kids, and keep the whatever you want to call it, the traumas or the whatever, the generational curse, keep going down the line. It's up to us as parents, to not allow what our parents taught us to be taught to our kids. And it's okay to go. I want my kids to go against me as a parent. I know I didn't do my best, but as a 41-year-old man, I'm unlearning things that I learned in my childhood. So I don't traumatize them. I don't raise them like that. And like I said, it's okay to go against your parents. And a lot of us is basically treating each other like crap because of things that we hadn't addressed in our own personal self. I oftentimes see, relationships, people say things in relationships to each other and it hurt. But I see them just constantly just putting it in the U-Haul, and next thing you know, a week later, they come back with something that hurt the other one. And now hurt people. Now you're hurting each other. Now you're acting immature because you hadn't went and understood why these things, why these emotions, why you react to certain things. You hadn't went in your childhood to understand why. And that's why hurt people. That's why relationships suffer a lot of times, because we don't have what's called emotional intelligence. My 24-year-old son in a relationship with a young lady, and the things that he doing as a 24-year-old young man is some of the things me and my wife are doing right now, learning right now. And we learn and we teach, and we learn and we teach, and we learn and we teach. But we decided not to sit here and say, oh, my parents did everything okay. No, the hell they didn't. And I'm not going to do everything okay. But I refuse to allow my kids to be a reflection of my childhood. That's unfair to them. And they shouldn't allow their kids to be reflections of theirs. It's constant work. It's constant work. And another thing I'm a challenge you on is the uncommunicative things that we don't do in a relationship. If your spouse, your significant other say something to you and hurt you, you need to address it right then and there. Hey, babe, that hurt me when you say that. That hurt. I don't like when people call me that name. That happened to me. That hurt me in my childhood. When you say those things that make me feel a certain kind of way, or especially the men. If your lady do something to you, hey, babe, I don't like how you addressed it. That's hurtful. So we won't continue to put things in our U-Haul, our baggage, and we build this big wall between each other. And now we laying in the bed with an enemy. And that's the cold hard fact of it. And I see a lot of people looking at each other as enemies, because we don't want to communicate how we truly feel. We just want to, we just on the get back. I just want to hurt you like you hurt me, or vice versa. I just want to hurt you. I want to continue to hurt you. I don't ever want to heal. I just want to continue to hurt you like you hurt me, like my parents hurt me. I'm gonna hurt you because my parents hurt me, and I didn't tell my parents that they hurt me. Now I'm gonna hurt you. So you gotta go back in your childhood to understand your feelings, so you can communicate them to your spouse, your significant other, the right way. So you can set boundaries early in a relationship and not later, like me and my wife doing now. We understanding, there's some things in our childhood we wasn't raised. Okay. Our parents did our best, but okay, let me straighten this out. Let me do this. Let me correct this. And it makes a relationship flourish. Until you do that, you just gonna be basically acting like kids. You won't have no emotional intelligence. You'll be mad all the time. Acting like kids. You kick me, I'm gonna kick you back. You took my lollipop, I'm gonna take yours. That's basically what you're gonna be doing in a marriage. And and then you have nerve enough to tell your kids to stop arguing. Stop arguing. Why y'all arguing about that dumb stuff? Why y'all need to cut it out, arguing over nothing, but you doing the same thing. You acting just like them. They're a reflection of you. So it's up to us to kind of look ourselves in the mirror and soul search ourselves and go back and heal those things. No matter what it is, childhood, no matter what it is, it's going to start from your childhood. It's going to start, but even if you had relationships where things where you were abusive, it's unfair to the people that you come in contact with. It's unfair for you to not heal that. It's unfair for you to not do inventory in your U-Haul of life. It's okay for you to edit, for you to edit your life. Like you do these photos. You edit these photos, you take all the blemish, take all the things out of it that you don't want to make it beautiful. It's okay for you to edit your life. It's okay for you to edit your childhood. It's okay to edit your previous marriage and not edit it. Take all the blemishes out. Don't take it into your next relationship. Don't instill it into your kids. Constantly, every day, edit your life, man. Take inventory of your life, man. Take the things out. Go heal from the things that's hurting you, so you can effectively love the person that you sharing your time with, and they can love you correctly. For you can, like I say, you can communicate those feelings. Where those feelings come from. This happened to me when I was a child. This is why I respond. They can never love you correctly if you hide your feelings. They can never love you correctly if you don't understand your feelings and be able to relate them to your spouse. So we got a lot of work to do, including myself. And I'm grateful for what I've learned, and I'm grateful for the love I have for marriages. And I just don't feel like the grass is greener on the other side. Some marriages need to just be called it quits, but I guarantee you 80%, I'm gonna say 75% of marriages that it probably consists of what I just finished talking about. So if you can look yourself in the mirror and know you need work, do individually work so y'all can be good collectively, and you'll never know where you're going if you never knew where you've been. And your spouse need to learn to love you where you came from, not where they found you. If they can love you where you came from and not where they found you, they can love you correctly, and they won't be able to kick the wounds and the scars that's been instilled on you over your childhood, over a course of time living on earth, so they can understand and the words can come out of their mouth wiser. They can choose their words wisely when they're talking to you. They can learn how to communicate with your heart and your soul and your mind, and understand how to properly love and respect you. And oftentimes we disrespect each other based on what we don't know. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to the White Hat Podcast. Your host, Jason Hatcher. This is one that really touched my heart, man. I'm really an advocate for marriage. I've been married for 21 years, been together 25. since she was 17. I was 17, she was 16. Been together ever since. We saw a lot. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot of ups and downs. But the beautiful thing about it, man, you can never stop growing and never stop learning things in life. Like I said, my son is 24 and he's doing things that I'm doing now. I just learned a couple of years ago. He's doing it now in his relationship, and that's a beautiful thing to see. And yeah, it's our responsibility to keep growing. Just because you're 41 don't mean you know it all. Like we got a lot of growing to do. We got a lot of catching up to do. We got a lot of healing to do. We got a lot of unlearning to do. We got a lot of learning to do. And that's just the bottom line of it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to the White Hat Podcast. Your host, Jason Hatcher. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for buying the merchandise, the hats. If you hadn't, I wish you would, man. Be a part of something great, man. Be in the light in people's life, loving on each other. WearWhiteHat.com. Yeah, go cop a hat, man. We gonna come out with some new styles and stuff like that. But anyway, love you guys, man. Hope y'all enjoy this segment, man. Looking forward to really sharing a lot more what God has taught me, what he has challenged me to learn, hold myself accountable. Hope this helps somebody. Pass it on, man. Love you guys. Peace.